Hey everybody, this is Dustin and Terry. So we went and bought these brackets yesterday, and basically what he's thinking about doing is not hitting every hole, doing like every other hole. But keep in mind, we're only going into a piece of 2x4 that we've planed down to fit in between that sandwich material.
Yeah, just a piece of aluminum, then 2x.
So basically you've got your outer Phylon material, you've got the thickness of a credit card for the aluminum right here, and then you got the 2x, and then you got another thinness of the interior paneling with the thickness of the credit card for the material. So it's not that strong back there. So we're hoping that this will hold. There was no other real way of doing it. That tube was empty. It was hollow.
And it just sheared, sheared the aluminum.
Yeah, so hopefully this will work. Again, you're gonna have to take this really slow. Like I said earlier in the previous video, we've been, for, I don't know, I would say 2 or 3 years now at least, that we've been seeing these, and we've fixed at least 100 of them. What's happening is no matter where the tube comes down, it's welded in place, it's tack welded. And some of them have some wood, real thin wood. So, I mean, these are box tubings. It's like maybe like I don't even know what that is, 1.5 inches or inch by inch or whatever. So, but those are the frameworks, and it gets its structure from the lamination process. So the screws at the bottom continue to like snap off and break. And so we've added a bunch of extra screws. This thing had actually been repaired before by us, and I don't know how long ago, maybe a year or longer. And and again, we don't know if it's just from the rough roads or what, but it had pulled and bent. So all these brackets are now new again. It had bent and tweaked all these guys. And so Terry's gone around the best that he can do and use like steel brackets with rivets in there to hold everything back in place. It's physically impossible for you to get in here and weld this with aluminum welding. You'd have to take everything apart, probably even cut the wall, and then what are you going to do? You're going to have to cut the pipes out and then weld back on. There's no way to really do that. So it's just, part of the casualties of, owning an RV. So, I mean, it's damaged the frame on this, but this unit's almost 9 years old. And so again, we don't know, if it's from going in and out of stuff too rough or too hard,